What is up, RC enthusiasts? Welcome back here to my workbench. Gonna go ahead and give you more mods on this thing right here. So this has been sitting for a while. If you guys have been following my videos, I wanted to make this 4-wheel steering and a 2-speed. Well, my Fly Sky receivers are too limited to do that. I would need to get a receiver with more channels, which I could do, but instead I got for you guys a transmitter in a pretty good price range with some pretty amazing features which you would not expect to find in any transmitter, or wouldn't even expect for a transmitter to have these kind of features. So let's get into it. I'll show you what transmitter I got. It is the HobbyPorter HP-007, sent to me by Banggood for review. It looked interesting when I saw the pictures of it on their website, and I said, you know what, I would be interested in reviewing that. The box is a little bit, seen better days for sure, but let's hope everything inside's good. Upon opening it, you're greeted with a receiver. Now this receiver right here, they claim to be waterproof and has a gyro in it, so good for your fast brushless rigs, keep them in a straight line. Even good for drifting when you're learning. You can turn it off slowly and slowly as you get better drifting, but it will help you drift. And hopefully it's waterproof. Got a little switch right here for analog and digital, so you can switch whatever servo you're using on your rig. You've got your instruction manual. Seems to be pretty short. Looks like everything is in English in here. Yeah, go ahead and get a quick read through that if you want to learn more about your transmitter. And the transmitter itself, the HP-007. Look at that, guys. Not a bad looking transmitter. It's got some crazy features, or pretty quirky features, I'd say. You got this, which I'm going to tell you what it is in a minute. And it comes with a lanyard, so you can strap it around your neck so you don't drop your transmitter. And that's it in the box. On the box itself, it actually says 2.4 gig, 7-channel waterproof gyro receiver. It says LED flashlight. I'll show you that in a second. You could either use 4 AA's or a 2S LiPo in here, and the battery tray is easily removable. There's no unscrewing, nothing to be done. So there you go. Well, look at the back right here if you want to see any specifics. You can go ahead and pause it on that, so hopefully that's clear. Now this radio should work for what I was planning to do with this, because it's got 7 channels supposedly, so I should be able to do what I need to do with this. Have my 4-wheel steering, which this radio does have a 4-wheel steering option, and I should be able to control another servo with a channel over here to shift the 2-speed transmission that I'm going to install in here. And that metal 2-speed is probably going to end up in this rig, so that's where you're going to see it in. And also, for the people that want an update on that 2-speed, this is how it sounds like, and this is how it works right now. Alright guys, check this out. I've got this plugged into my MN96 just to test it out. So I don't have the shift servo attached or anything. It's just to run the motor to check if this gearbox is running smoothly or if there's anything wrong with it. So let's go ahead and check it out. Right now, it is going to be in the high gear. I'm not sure if you guys can see the shafts down there. It runs pretty smooth, right? I'm going to go ahead and do the throttle trim just to make it go on its own. Now I'm going to go ahead and manually shift this for you guys to show you that it shifts pretty smoothly. There you go. See, low gear. See how slow the outputs are turning right here? That's low gear right there. There, shifted into high gear. Now I don't recommend shifting while you're moving like this. It's definitely going to grind down the gears, but I'm just showing you guys that the one I received is really smooth. See that? That's barely any pressure. It's pretty smooth. So now we just got to see how it performs on a vehicle and see how the speeds are actually like. Here we go, guys. I've got
the MN96 and the FJ40 from WPL. Now the FJ40 from WPL, I have the stock 2-speed in there, and this one I have that all metal 2-speed sitting inside of it. It's not mounted on properly, so it might make some crazy noise, but it shouldn't, and we're just here to see the speed differences. But the transmission does run pretty smooth. I got these two rigs right here in low gear, and I've got two transmitters in my hand, so if they hit each other, I'm sorry about that. So here we go. Go. In high gear, well, there you guys go. In low gear, this is slower, and in high gear, this is faster. So the metal 2-speed so far seems to be good. I'll be testing them on the trails to see how much torque these different motors have. But as for now, slower and faster.
Alright, as you can tell, that 2-speed is working great for me, so unfortunately for some people they receive some defective units maybe, but mine happens to be working pretty fine. Needs some grease in there just to quieten it up. I still haven't greased it up in that video, so yeah. Let's get to this right now. This transmitter right here, like I said earlier, 4 AA's, and look, the tray just slips out, and you have your JST connector right there, so you can just connect a 2-cell on there. So that's convenient. And down here you have another little door you can open, and that will expose 3 ports. One of these ports is for this thing, and what this thing does is when you connect it onto here and you have this radio set to its setting to check temperature, this probe, you just touch this little end right here onto your motor, your ESC or whatever, and it'll show you on the screen the temperature of the items you're trying to check. So that's a pretty good thing to have on you, especially if you don't have a temp gun or anything. This can work for keeping your trucks, you know, in line, making sure they're running at optimal temperatures. And the other 2 ports, those 2 ports are made for battery checking. It can check a 2S and a 3S LiPo for its voltages. So it can check each cell individually and it can check total voltage. So that's pretty cool to have there too, so you can make sure before you plug in your battery that you're plugging in a fresh battery. Now if you look over here, you got yourself a button that says LED. And that's how you turn on your flashlight. This thing has a flashlight in front. You just press that LED button and that'll turn it on, just in case you're missing body clips at night in the ground or something, you know. That will help you find those things. And beneath that it says SEC, S-E-C. That's just a timer. You just press it to start a timer, press it again to stop it, and hold it down to reset it. That's all that does. Then the one up here is actually a cruise control. So what you do to use this one is you hold your throttle at a certain point that you want to leave it at, and then you hit that button, and that will keep your throttle at that setting until you hit the brakes or give it more gas or turn it off by hitting the button again. So that's a pretty cool feature right there too. Something you don't really see cruise control on a remote. Then you got your back button. Then you got your selector scroll wheel right here, which scrolls up and down and clicks in to select. And on this side, you have your channel 4. It's like a 3-way switch. You either put it forward, to the middle, and to the back. And down here you got a dual rate switch. This is going to be for your steering dual rate. And you got a channel 3 button right here. And right here, these buttons right here, there's actually 4 buttons up here. Those are for your steering and throttle trim. And then this knob right here is going to be your channel 5 knob. So it's going to be a potentiometer style channel. So you know you could infinitely adjust this channel to wherever you want that servo to stop or whatever you're using it for. Same with channel 6. It's the same kind of knob, potentiometer style. And then it's got a little channel 7 button right here. So it's a button for channel 7. So I'm guessing it has 7 channels. Here you got your antenna. Just flips up and down right here. So nice and neat, compact. I usually leave my antennas down until I lose range and pick it up, so that way I don't lose range in this mode and I gotta go walk after it. I'm gonna turn it on, show you how it looks like when it's on, and we'll go through some of its functions real quick.
Here you guys go. Hit this, turn on. By the way, it does feel good in the hand. I did wish it did have some sort of rubber coating here or something, but it's okay. It feels really good, nice and balanced and not too heavy of a transmitter. You got a blue LCD screen right there. You can see I have call mode turned on. I actually did that by accident while testing it right now when I put the batteries in. So let me just turn that off so you can see how it actually comes. comes with the crawl off. Alright, so that's how the screen looks like. And the very bottom is going to be your timer. Right above that is going to be your model. And you can name it. It's all zeros right there right now, but you can name it. And at the top right there, it shows you how much throttle you're giving it. You see that counter? And also, if you notice, there's an LED light. The harder you press on the throttle, the more lights turn on. I think it's pretty cool. And you see right there the number? See, I could hold the throttle right there, then press cruise control, and it keeps it there. My hand's not even on the throttle anymore. And all you gotta do is give it gas if you want to go faster, but it'll still keep the cruise control on. And just like a real car, when you hit the brakes, cruise control is off. Little cruise control, little emblem turned off right here. That right there shows you your battery voltage. That's pretty cool. Click on this to go to your modes. So this will be right here for your model. That stands for the MOD, stands for the model right there. That's gonna be for your temperature testing. So whenever you see that TT right there, that's temperature testing. You connect that probe right there and stick it to whatever part you want to measure the temperature of, and it'll show in Celsius up here. Then this one right here, this is the test voltage. Click down on it, and it'll show you right there. You can do S3, which is 3S, and then S2, which is 2S. I don't know why it's reversed, but that's what they're for. Now that right there is reset. You don't want to press that, because if you do this, it's going to reset just that model memory for this one, and this one's going to be reset the full transmitter. So careful with that one. And here you can set your failsafe. You click on that. You click your steering, and then throttle for failsafe. You can set those. Then you have your smart vehicle control, they call it, which is going to be for your gyro setting. Click on that so you can turn it off and on. Then you have this crawl mode right here. You have to go in here initially. See, it'll be initially off. You have to go in here to turn it on initially. You just press that to turn it on, and now when you go back to your screen, it'll be on right there. And you just press the channel 3 button right here to select whether you want it to be front steering only, rear steer only, crab steer, or full 4-wheel steer. So that's how you do that. Then you got your ABS function right here. That's just for your braking. That is your reverse endpoints for your channels, your exponentials, your endpoint adjustments, your dual rates, your trim, and to name your model memory. And that's it. Go back, and that's pretty much how this transmitter goes. Pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and hit that LED button for you. And that just turns on the light. Where's my body clips?
Well, there you go, guys. What do you think? Pretty full-featured radio right here. That's a good deal, because when I got my FlySky GT3C, it was about $50–$60, I believe, when I bought it at the time I bought it. And I had to do the firmware upgrade, which I paid somebody else to do because I'm not, savvy with all that stuff. So that cost me another $30 on top of that. And that turned that radio into an 8-channel radio, but now I gotta find receivers that are compatible with it, which I know are out there. I just haven't looked for them. And that would make that transmitter even better. But if you don't want to go through all that, this transmitter right here has 7 channels ready to go. Crazy features included like LiPo checker, temperature checker. You can put a 2S to power this thing, so you don't have to worry about running out of battery. And all these knobs and everything for everything that I'm probably never going to use that much knobs on it. But hey, I say give this a try, man. Take a look at this, and I think this transmitter is going to be cool. You guys are going to see me running this pretty soon with this. When it gets its metal 2-speed installed in here and I get everything working, I think it's going to be cool. So this is where this is going. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This, for now, until tested, is pretty good. I'm going to have to put this receiver in something, do some testing with it, range test and everything to see how much it actually does. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope that helped somebody. If you want to give this radio a try. Thanks again, guys, for watching. Don't forget, comment, like, and subscribe below. And always have fun. Go out there. Run that RC.